Hello everyone, this is Melanie from Melanie B's Creative Studio and Supplies, and today I am excited to bring you a Craft Ease diamond painting. And since the last time I was able to review one of their diamond paintings, they have made some really amazing changes. So first, let me tell you that the one that you're looking at, which is remarkable, is called Beauty in the Ocean. Now you can tell this one is so much my style, and I apologize I can't get the entire image in the frame of the camera, so I will go ahead and just pop in a photo here. They now have multiple sizes that you can choose from, and not only that, they also have an option of round or square in their new images. And I'm like super stoked about that because before they only had round drills. If you are familiar with the difference between using round drills or square drills, and I do have a video about that I made, gosh, I think back in 2019 actually. A lot of people don't know that I started my channel with diamond painting. I know, right? Surprise. But I do have a video that'll explain the difference between round drills and square drills. But you can decide which one of those you want. So the one that I chose is a 50 by 50 centimeter, and I did choose the square drill option. If you've ever watched one of my Craft Ease videos before, they do use artists and pay their artist commissions, but this particular design and several others like this one are created by Craft Ease. Great job, Craft Ease. I mean, this is just a stunning, beautiful piece. Very colorful, as you can see, and I'm excited about it. This particular kit comes with 44 colors. It is a poured glue canvas. And for those of you who may not be familiar with what that means, it is done with a poured glue type of surface. And a poured glue, in my opinion, is the best option for placing your drills, and you have a little wiggle room. So I'm going to be doing a few drills here in a minute to test this canvas to see how it takes the drills, how well they stick, and to see if I have a wiggle room when I put them down, if I have some forgiveness. If I put something down and it's not quite where it needs to be, do I have some space to kind of work with it? Also, once you place down a bunch of drills, if you take a tool like what I sell at my website and you want to, scooch it over and whatever, is it going to allow you to do that? Now, when I get in here and I start placing drills, I'm going to get in really close. We're going to take a very zoomed in look at the schematic, which is the code here. And I'm going to make sure that we're able to see these squares where we're going to be placing things, make sure it's very easy to distinguish the difference between one color to the next color, because that's always an important thing in a diamond painting. We want to be able to tell where these different drills are going to be placed. On each side of this canvas, you are getting your color code or your schematic, so that if you are like me and you rotate your canvas to work, you have that color code schematic on each side so that you can see what you're doing. In addition, if I'm not mistaken, they have changed their canvases. This is a very velvety texture on the back, and on the front it has more of a plastic texture. But one thing I noticed, and you'll probably notice just by looking at this, it is laying completely flat. Once I rolled this out, I didn't have to do anything special to it to get it to stay flat. Hallelujah. Now let's talk about the toolkit that they provided us in this diamond painting kit. In our tools kit, they are now including a small tray, 2 of the diamond painting pins, and on this one they have already attached. This one looks like a 3 multiplacer. They've included 2 more multiplacer adapters. Then you've also got grippers to go on your pins to make them much more comfortable when you are diamond painting, especially for an excessively long period of time. And finally, you have tons of the sticky wax that you're going to need to complete this entire project. They've made sure we're hooked up with the tools that we need to start and finish this kit. And I think I forgot to mention the tweezers. Now let's move on to the yummy, delicious square drills that were included with this particular piece. And when I say yummy, delicious, I do not mean they're edible, even though they look like teeny tiny, weeny whiny little baby chiclets. They ain't gum. So the first thing I do when I open a kit, especially when they've sent me this handy dandy tool right here, which is the photo reference, instructions, and the list of what colors we should have and how much we should have of each one, is I go through and I check to make sure I have all the colors. If I don't, I immediately contact whatever company it is that I got this kit from, and I let them know I'm missing some drill colors. Crafties will make sure that you get whatever you're missing. Let's take a look at these drills. You can definitely skip this part where I'm going to run through in super high speed these drills and their delicious colors and just go straight to where I'm going to demonstrate the tackiness of the canvas and so on. I just do this because I love beautiful colors. Let's go. I forgot to mention that this kit also includes 4 of the very sparkly Aurora Borealis drills. Only the 50 by 50 centimeter includes 4. The 40 by 40 centimeter includes 3. So did you all see the yummy delicious palette here? It is so beautiful. It was either too little light, too much light. So I hope you got a good indication of what these colors look like. Now let's move on to testing that canvas, putting a few drills down, seeing how they stick, seeing how they wiggle, and doing a final summary. And I believe I may have a promo code for you all. First, let's talk about the tools I'm going to use. I know they included tools, but I'm going to use my own personal favorites, and I want to tell you what those are really fast. I'm going to use my Diva Dough that I hand make and sell at my shop. And it's also going to be my weight for holding back the clear plastic. I'm going to test out this tray set here that I'm considering carrying in my shop as well. It comes with 3 small trays and a very large tray. And they don't have funnels, but they have these openings over here that you can pour your drills back into your container. And so I wanted to try this out, and I thought, what better opportunity than right now? So I'm just going to use one of the small pink trays for the moment. And I'm also going to be using, sorry if the lighting is a little rough right now, I have my super extra large light pad here, which I don't diamond paint without. I have a video on this. This is probably one of the best tools that I can recommend for diamond painting. And I have a video from 2022, and I know that everybody's like, oh, you need to update that. That freaking video, that video took me a month to record and edit. But this light pad is on there. I think it's an A3 size. It's super large. But anyway, I'll put a video link up here so that you can see what this is all about. But anyway, that's underneath here. And then I have this diamond painting pen. It is the new ultra thin stainless multiplacers here from Diamond Art Club that I now carry at my shop because they're so amazing that I had to start carrying them. So this is the 3 multiplacer. I've already loaded it with Diva Dough, but I do want to show you how to use the Diva Dough real quick. Of course, the most important thing is how the tack on this canvas is going to hold up with the drills, how the drills are going to stick, whether the drills are going to have any junk drills, how they're going to fit on our squares here, and those kind of things. So that's what we're looking for. So to load with Diva Dough, I want to make sure this is not super soft. It works better when it's a little harder. You can put it in the fridge if it's too soft. Like right now, it's been in my studio and it's very hot in here. But what I do is I load it up. Now, if it was the single placer, I'm going to load it with enough wax to fill this entire barrel. But on this side, it only has that much depth of how much wax I need. So I'm going to fill this all the way up. And I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to wipe off and push down on any excess and put it back in my container because I don't waste this stuff. So it doesn't need to be sticking out. And let me see if I can get my camera to focus here. See how it's kind of recessed a little bit? So this will help once you start to keep the little, what I call wax boogers from coming out. It will get pushed out some when we first start. But the trick to using Diva Dough is that you don't smash down on the drills. I bumped it. Damn it. So you don't have to Hulk smash wax down in there or push them down on this canvas to get them to stick because it is super sticky and that's the whole point. I think the problem people run into with the Diva Dough is that they're pushing so hard that they're squeezing out the dough from their drill pin and then they're ending up with residue and stuff on top of their drills. And that is exactly what we're trying to avoid. So, all right, let's go in. This is not a Diva Dough advertisement. Sorry, but I wanted to be clear on that. I decided to change the camera angle so that I could be doing more of an overhead shot for you guys. Normally when I'm using a multiplacer, I like to rock from the bottom to the top to place the drills perfectly. And it usually gives me an exact placement with no gaps in between. One thing about using a light pad underneath your diamond painting is you will notice here in the video, you'll see little gaps between some of the drills. Normally, if there was not a light pad, you would never notice that. I'm also working around a camera mount, so I'm not exactly able to look down as I normally would when I diamond paint, which usually helps me with precise placement. But you'll notice these ultra thin multiplacers are fantastic for giving me straight placement. The good news is with square drills, once I place the drills in between and along the sides, it will start pushing them into place and there will be no gaps, no spaces. I'm going to zoom in really close so you can see that the schematic is different enough, even with the colors that are similar and next to each other. It's very easy to distinguish between one color to the next in this code. And finally, I'm going to take a couple of the tools that I sell at my website, which is just a straightener and a roller attachment tool that you can attach to your drill pin to make sure that these drills are straight and securely adhered to my canvas. Well, for everyone who has been looking for a new source for diamond paintings, or for those of you who have purchased Crafty's diamond paintings in the past and did not know that they had made some changes to their kits, I'm super impressed with this kit. I'm loving their new designs. They have a ton of new artwork since the last time I shopped for their kits. And so I think that if you haven't taken a look lately, or if you've never taken a look at their diamond painting kits, you absolutely need to take a minute and browse their site. I do have a promo code and a special link for you. I'm going to put the link for this kit and for their website in the description below, along with all of the extra tools that I used today. One thing I did want to mention to you guys that I did not bring up in the beginning is they do ship their kits in a box. These don't come in a bubble mailer all bent and smashed, which to me is just one of those extra pluses. Kudos to Crafty's for really taking it up a notch with these kits. I look forward to what they're going to do in the future. For those of you who have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And don't forget to hit that little notification bell that will remind you when I have a new video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. That actually helps other people to find my videos when they're searching for their diamond painting hobby. You can find more information about shopping for the tools that I've shown you today at melanieb.info, where you can also find other ways to connect with me, like my private Facebook group, where I have the most amazing members on the planet who are super helpful and will answer questions for you if I'm not there personally to offer you advice myself. The members are friendly, so I invite you to join us over there. That information is also at melanieb.info. You guys, thanks as always for watching, and I will see you back soon.